Zero medals for Ghana in the 2024 Summer Olympics being held in Paris. Let's go into the story. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again. And this is where it gets sad as a Ghanaian. As a Ghanaian, you just get sad and all of that. So Ghana is back home with zero medals from the 2024 Summer Olympics being held in Paris, France, and it's very shameful. These things, because this is the time to be proud of your country, where you're coming from and all that, your country winning medals and all that. But it seems Ghana is rather going down the ditch every day going down, down, down. You know, I think going forward, the Ghana Olympics Committee should do better. I don't know why, but going forward, I think they should do better, because these things are not magical. This takes years of investment and all that. See, you can't just expect people to train individually, bring them together, and let them represent you, and expect gold medals or silver medals. It doesn't work like that. Countries like the US, the UK, France, and all that, they invest in these things. It's a whole institution. It is a whole institution, and I don't know why Ghana is not really investing, and we are expecting returns as citizens. It won't work like that. It will never work, and it hasn't worked, and it will never work. So the Ghana Olympic Committee has cautioned the public about speaking ill against the athletes and all that. We don't really care about that. What we want is results, and we are going to put you guys on your toes to give us the necessary results. This is a leadership problem as a country. Our leaders, they are not geared towards thinking about these things. No, they don't think it's about investment and all that. They just think it's magical. You just work, and then you just call the people, go represent us. And no, it doesn't work like that. You have to sit down as leadership of the country and think, plan how to get these teams together, how to calm them, how to bring them together, how to let them share ideas, how to train them together as a team before we can get something out of this thing. We don't have facilities. We are lacking a whole lot of facilities. Okay, let's applaud the government for the recently built Boteman Sports Complex. I mean, it's beautiful. And it was just done last year or this year, if my memory serves me right. We can't say because we've just built a sports complex within a year, we're expecting great results. No, this is the first time we are even having a standard Olympic pool in Ghana here. And we are putting pressure on the athletes that they should bring us medals and all that. No, these things are very, very progressive. When you pick an athlete from the senior high school level or the tertiary level, you groom them, you calm them, you let them train together as a team. And then we can just come together and say, oh, we want medals from these people. But if we've not done justice to these things, to these individuals, we can't expect anything from them. Anything. All these people are coming from US, some are coming from the UK. You brought them together to go represent us, and they even qualified by their individual abilities. They train by themselves. They gathered funds themselves. Some of them had to buy their kits themselves to train. And the mere fact that they even qualified for the Olympics, they should be applauded, either than we bashing them because they didn't bring us any medal and all that. We should look at these things as a people going forward. These things are no longer. We've made the Olympic Games or athletics not attractive to the youth anymore, because if you're a young athlete and you're being asked, oh, would you like to go represent Ghana? What do I say if I don't get the opportunity to represent in the US or the UK or France or anything like that? No, I'm not, because Ghana, it will amount to nothing. I don't really, really know why, and it's so sad. It's so sad as a Ghanaian. It's so sad as a Ghanaian. Ghana took 9 athletes to the Olympics, namely Harry Stacey for swimming, Rose Amweniwa high jump, Abdul Rashid running for the 200-meter race, and then Isaac Bochio, Benjamin Azamati, the famous name, Joseph Paul, another famous name, and Hussein Ibrahim for the 4x100 meters, and then Gadi also. These are athletes found it difficult to even exchange baton. You can't even exchange. Athletes couldn't even exchange the baton to each other. and they were giving flimsy excuses that the noise in the stadium was too much. And hey, what are you expecting, bro? These fans are there to cheer their people up. So to our athletes, you also didn't do well. You also didn't do so well. But going forward, I think the National Olympic Committee has realized their mistakes. They will camp you guys, and then you bring something better from this Olympic Games. Because see, the performance we put up there was very, very shameful. Very shameful. At least 9 athletes. We expected even one silver medal from any of, but nothing happened. Nothing really happened. I don't know why, but I don't really blame the athletes too much, because see, the US people, the US and Jamaica, they've taken this thing very serious, and even Canada, they've taken this thing very serious. They count their athletes for like 4 years to wait for this Olympic, to train, teach them how to exchange this baton and all that. And Ghana, we are just expecting to bring these people from different countries, put them together and present them and expect results from them. It won't happen this way. So going forward, I think these athletes should be picked from the juvenile level, have a proper structure for them, keep them, coach them, teach them how to do these things, bring international people on board, teach them, groom them to grow. And then when they represent us in these games, these Olympics games and other things, they will do, but they will know what to do. It's just like an academy. You groom a talent, you coach the talent, you show the talent what to do. You see, it's only there and then that Ghana will do better. Because you see, these things, Ghana is known for these things, athletics, football, and gradually, these things are crashing along with our economy. It's even funny, but these things are crashing along with our economy. I think these things we can do better in them, because these are sports. I mean, look, we didn't even represent in the javelin, we didn't represent in discus, there are a lot of things we can represent. Even the boxing. Oh, Ghana, why my country? Why? Why? I myself used to be a sprinter, in the senior high school level. Yeah, but this is our country. You have to hustle to make ends meet. You can't. It won't go anywhere. It won't go anywhere. The truth is, if you don't strive yourself to make something out of it, the country as a body wouldn't help you. Nothing. There's no facility to go to. I'm an athlete. I want to be groomed. There's nothing like that. It's just by chance you are being picked to represent. And then when it happens like that, nothing really goes on well for us. So going forward, I think we should have the Ghana Olympic Committee do better about these things. They should know that these things work with proper structuring before these things could be things like this could be said about the athletes, that they are not well trained athletes and all that. They are doing their best. They are really. I remember the All African Games being held in Ghana recently. Some of the athletes bought their kits, themselves. The cyclists bought. It's even funny, he bought a tube that wasn't original and affected him along the way, and all. It's so sad and embarrassing, But I believe if the Olympic Committee had done better and things like this, we didn't even represent in the cycling, we didn't even represent. There are a lot of things. When it comes to the Winter Olympics, I know that here in Ghana or Africa, we don't really have winter season like that. But when it comes to the Summer Olympics, these are things we can do. These are things we have strength for. These are things we are built for. I mean, so I think we can do better as a country. So I will talk more and see how we'll go about these things later. We out.